We wouldn't hold over just for anybody, but as we were kind of joking just a moment ago, this guy's used to stoppage time anyway, the extra time at the end of a soccer match. Doug Allison, the Furman soccer coach, joins us here, and just you never know now who's going to score the goal that's going to end the interview.
But when it's in, we're off. When we score, we're done. We're running away. So.
Well, I can, I think, safely predict that if you're leaving it up to Forrest and I, we're probably going to stay scoreless for a long time. So, how you doing, man?
Doing good, thank you. Doing good.
Good to see you as always. Long regular season has come down to
One more game.
A final game, and then it's tournament time.
It's hard to believe it's here already, isn't it? It's kind of flown by as well. But when it gets that cold this time in the morning, when we're training, it's 39 degrees outside. It was cold this morning, but it was good. Good training session, and it's one more game in regular season.
Yeah, you had a big win against Wofford on Tuesday night to secure a top 4 finish. You'll be either third or fourth, and if you can either tie against UNC Greensboro or win that game, you'll get a third-place game, which is kind of big. Like people face VMI in that game. Is that correct?
Yeah. If you don't win it, you'd like to finish third. I think getting a game rather than having 2 weeks off before the Final Four. But we need to get a result Saturday, or if Wofford lose or tie, we automatically get third as well. And you want to be third. You would like to have the home game, which we have a home game on November 4th, but we'll play Mercer or VMI. But we obviously would like to be VMI, just a bit of an easier game.
Sure.
Obviously, but Mercer are very, very tough this year. Even their record kind of doesn't show it, but they're a tough team to play. So it's going to be a close Final Four, but we'd like to win that first round to be hosting our own Final Four and be in it.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. You don't want to host other people. I'm not that nice a host.
We talked a little bit about recapturing momentum heading down the stretch last week, and if you look at your last 4 games coming off of the 1-0 loss to Wofford at home in the Quinn game, your last 4 games, 3 wins and a tie, including last time out on Tuesday, the 2-0 win at Wofford. So you're starting to play well again at the right time.
Yeah, and if you look, the 2 games before that were 0-0 games as well, the 2 ties against tough teams. And so we've only, I think, given 2 goals up in the last 7 games. So it's I think that's it. It's 1 goal against Wofford and then 1 goal against Mercer, and then so 2 goals in 7 games. That's not too bad. And so this playing well this time of year is very important. And 3 out of the 4 last games we've won. So the guys are picking it back up. But we've had chances in every game to win almost every game. As far as you've been there just about every game and seen that. And I disagree with you. I think Forrest could put the ball in the back of the net sometimes. The way he comes out kicking, but he's after the game, he's like, I got to finish that. I got to finish that chance.
The problem with him is you don't know which net it would go in.
There you go.
Well, we do change at halftime. It's important to go the other way.
Get your directions
down. But he, no, I like the way the guys are playing. I moved Kevin Edelman up into midfield in the last game against Wofford and to play with Lawrence and have 2 very experienced guys in the midfield. Cameron Robinson came in and played great as a sweeper in the back, and he's been injured most of the year, so for him to start getting healthy this time of year as well, so it's allowed us to change things around a little bit too. But good player, and I haven't really had the use of him, so he came up and then Dylan Rowe went out, so one senior's out and another one came back in, so it's tough. It's a very physical game, but this is an important time of year to get results, and the boys have got results. To win at Wofford is not easy. It's such a big rivalry for the schools and the coaches and the players. But to get that and kind of avenge a little bit the 1-0 game when we had 10 men here. But to go up there, 2 great goals, Lawrence Wyke and Danny Kiros playing very well at the moment too.
Yeah, big goal from him coming late in that game. But I want to go back to the ETSU game. Some scuffling happens throughout that entire game. Can you talk about that to some degree? I'm not sure what you can and cannot.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea. I can't remember that far back. No, I think my buddy was coming on the field wearing pink at the time, so everyone was all worried about him getting pushed away or him getting yelled at or so everyone was surrounding him, protecting him. No, it's a physical game, and there were some tough tackles in the game, and I got a lot of respect for their coach, Bo, and You know, I mean, it was more. We call it handbags in England.
Sure.
Just it was nothing really that to worry about. So I told the guys afterwards. I said, finish your job during the game and walk away. That's it.
They got scored a goal, I believe, in the 4th minute, and then we scored one, I believe, in that 6 minutes in the second half. So how kind of was it big for them to kind of come back from that game
Yep.
and fight from behind and be able to come back and win the game,
we almost
tie the game?
We almost won it too.
Yeah.
Josie had that chance in overtime, and the keeper made 2 really good saves. So we could have beaten them as well, and we would have had a chance to win the conference this weekend. So that's how close it is. I mean, everyone is very tight. So I mean, Greensboro are a typical rival at the last few years, and be nice to get one over on them. But the most important thing is the tournament now, the conference tournament, and that will decide NCAAs, and that's where you want to be at the end of the year.
Doug Allison in studio with us to talk Furman soccer. One regular season game remaining. It's this Saturday here at Stone Stadium. It's Senior Day at 7 o'clock. So you'll get a chance to watch the Furman football game at Western Carolina, and then come out to Stone Stadium and help send off what's been a good group of seniors for you.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that they are. I mean, and it happens every year with the seniors. You feel like you're just recruiting them, and then you see them go, and then you feel like you've just got to know them. You're getting a great understanding with them, and then all of a sudden they're leaving you. But you wish them the best, and great leadership from Kyle and from Kevin as captains, and a guy like Johnny Smith, who was the student athlete of the month. What a great guy! I mean, he was our starter last year. The freshman's come in, and Johnny trains like he's going to play in every game, and he actually pushes our freshmen to have him know that he's going to play in every game. And to get seniors like that, it's unbelievable. It's very hard to, particularly as a goalie, to know that your spot's been taken, but to still train that guy and give him the reps as well. It's a testament to Johnny and what such a great kid he is, and what a great student athlete he is, and I'm glad he won that award.
And you recruit them to get them on campus. They go there 4 years, then go on to do whatever they're going to do. And then you have a kind of a second recruitment for them to get them to, shall we say, give back to the program a little bit. That's another recruiting process on its own, isn't
Mike
it?
reminds us of that all the time. Now, Clint Hill's gone. Clint was a master at that, but I think Clint's enjoying not having to ask all the time now. But, yeah, it's funny because I typically don't ask. If the guys want to give back, they give back. Giving back to me is coming back. Coming back for alumni, coming back to games, seeing them at away games, seeing them, Colorado when we were there, seeing them come back for alumni is my favorite weekend of the year. But that's when they come back. That's when they give. And if they want to give, and Mike won't be happy with me saying that, but, if they want to give, that's up to them, I think. I just hope they've had such a good student-athlete experience here at Furman that they want to come back. And then when they come back and they see they can afford to give at some point, then that's their time.
But that attitude and their experience here playing for you and playing in this program is why you have so many who do come back.
I hope so. I hope that's one of the reasons, and their teammates are very, very close. And we don't obviously graduate as many as football and all that stuff, but we graduate 6 or 7 a year, and they're all graduating. They're all typically graduating at Christmas now. I think Drew Mosteller's the only one not, because he's into more of the IT. But some of them have a chance to go into the draft in January and turn pro, I hope. But if not, a perfect example was I was down in Atlanta this past weekend watching my son play, and out of nowhere comes Alec Khan, who's playing for Atlanta United, and he comes to watch Callum play for 45 minutes, and he's driving from downtown Atlanta from the stadium because they've got a game against Toronto. He drives all the way, watches the first half, talks to all the kids at halftime, drives back down to Atlanta, and they're playing in front of 71,000. So we go to the game, and it's great seeing him at the game, and having our guys in the pro ranks as well. And Alec is a superb example of a great student athlete that got his degrees. He's gone through the pro ranks with the Charleston Battery, with Chicago, with Kansas City. Now he's got a chance in Atlanta, and really took his chance until he got injured. But and seeing those guys, and they all said they had such a good time at Furman that he goes, "Coach, I can't wait to come back and meet the new guys," which that tells me a lot about those kids.
Yeah. All right, finally, as we wrap it up here, just a couple of thoughts on Greensboro.
Yeah, it's a big game. We lost a man with 3 minutes on a handball against them up there and lost the game. But They're good. They're playing well this time of year. They're playing for a championship, so it's always a good game. It's always a good game to coach actually and be involved in because they've got a lot of good players, and it's a tough game. It's again another physical game as the conference really tends to be. But I'm looking at making a couple of little switches and changes and seeing how that works to see if we can lead that into the conference tournament after that. So I'm happy with the way our guys are right now. Just happy with their attitude. And even this morning when it was freezing, they're up and they're running around after about 2 or 3 minutes of the goalkeeper trainers were out there at 7:15.
Oh, wow.
And our guys were out there, and we're coming out, and they're really pushing it. So they realize it's getting late in the season, and you have to keep winning to keep going. And we call it 90-minute seasons after this.
Yeah, no kidding. Doug, as always, we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Next week we'll be doing this and previewing the Southern Conference Tournament.
Yep, that'll be right. And then hopefully, again, the following weekend, we are hosting the tournament regardless of in it or not, but we obviously want to be in it. But we'd love to get the students out there and fans to come and support. It's going to be a really good conference tournament.
Yeah, but before that, Sunday, Saturday night, 7 o'clock.
And we're giving away the Alex and Ben are giving away the Clint Dempsey replica jerseys this weekend.
100 of them, yeah.
100 of them. There's already people asking for those. Those will go pretty quick.
Yeah, they're spot on replicas.
They're really, really cool. Yeah.
Good deal. 7 o'clock Saturday, Senior Day here at Stone Stadium. Doug, thanks.
Thank you, Dan.